The universe sends us 3 signs to try and wake up our intuition to something not being right for us or meant for us. Now just excuse this noise. We have got a lot of rain here at the moment. So the first sign that the universe will send is a feather. The second is a brick, and the third is a freight train. Now most of my clients, after a marriage has ended, can tell me what the freight train moment was, where they woke up to this not being healthy, not being right for them anymore. Some can even identify for me the brick moment. But it's the feather moments that we ignored very early on where the power lies. Now, why is it that we don't listen to the feather moments, and why so many of us have to wait for the freight train to come in as an absolute car crash, toxic dynamic, before we have the courage and the tenacity and the self-worth to be able to make a decision, express what we really are thinking, and ultimately sometimes leave? There's a couple of reasons here. The first is that the mind and ego, the voice of the mind and ego, is much louder than the voice of the intuition. Intuition is actually held within the heart, not the gut. The heart is the electromagnetic vortex of our body. It is what deciphers and manifests and attracts our experience through its electromagnetism, not the gut. So if you're identifying with your intuition being a feeling in your gut, actually you're more connected to your mind and ego. And your mind and ego is hell-bent on keeping you safe and secure, which means in your comfort zone. So your mind and ego is going to tell you what you want to hear and what you need to hear. However, your intuition is always more than likely going to tell you what you don't want to see, what you don't want to do, and what you don't want to hear. And so it's very easy, if you are disconnected from the intuition and the voice of the heart, and you are more connected to mind, logic, and ego, how I believe things must be, how I want things to remain, then you are going to listen to this, and you'll probably think that by listening to this, you're actually listening to your intuition, but you're not. If things had to get really toxic, really bad, really nasty, really unhealthy, like the freight train moment, for you to be able to end your marriage, then it actually points to the wound and the healing that I need to do with my client to actually help them trust their intuition to listen to the feather moment. This is highly important, to be connected to our intuition so that we can listen to the feathers in the future rather than wait for a brick, rather than wait for a freight train, because it means we are not going to repeat our mistakes of the past. It means we're not going to manifest the same situation on repeat, just with another body or with another soul, with another circumstance. When we wait for the freight train, we are literally repeating our lesson. When we can hear the feather and act on the feather, we are evolving out of the lesson. We are ascending. We are becoming more heart-based, which, they do say the longest distance in a human life is the journey from the mind to the heart. The ability to listen to the heart, to connect to the heart, to connect to your intuition is what's actually going to create a life and a love in the future of alignment. 2 powerful questions here for you. What were the feather moments, the early on intuitive moments that you ignored, that you're now facing and paying the consequence for, or having to learn the lesson for? And second question, why did I ignore the feather moments? Why did it need to get to the freight train or the brick for me to be able to move forward with my life and let go of what was not meant for me or not right for me in the way that it was in your life? If you can identify those things, then what you're really able to do is then pinpoint the wound and the healing of the heart that needs to happen for you. It's a process I lead my clients through. If this has resonated with you, please visit my website, carladacosta.com. You'll find my coaching services and my online programs, which are all about connecting you back to true self and also your intuition.